My name is Jeremy Butler, and I went on the Chiapas, Mexico mission trip back in June. I just want to share with you guys one or two of things that I learned while I was on that trip. I had the opportunity while I was down there to work at a table. We did a medical mission trip, and we had a couple of tables set up that were the evangelism tables, and I got to work at one of the two evangelism tables while we were there. For the first part of most of the first day, I sat with Sergio, the guy that we were working with that was the missionary down there, and I got to listen to him as he shared the gospel and talked with the villagers. But the neat thing was he was speaking in Spanish, but when he would share the gospel, I don't know if it was the spirit or what, but you could kind of tell what was going on whenever he was sharing the gospel, and it was pretty obvious whenever somebody would accept Christ, because their whole face would light up and just everything would just seem different with that person. It's really incredible and really hard to explain. Well, after a little while, he let me go ahead and start taking information and talking with people as they came through and getting to share the gospel with them. So I had to do that, and I did it with an interpreter because, well, I don't speak Spanish. And it was really neat being able to talk to them through an interpreter and back the other way around, and just how the Spirit worked in the whole situation, and just getting to share the gospel with those people, and having different ones accept Christ. And I was talking with Sergio about it later, and I was asking him about different things about it, and he was telling me that one of the things about the people in the village is a lot of them have heard of who Christ is, but they've never been confronted with making a decision. So we had a lot in that village actually come to know Christ because we confronted them with making a decision, and we were doing that through providing a service for them, with doing the medical thing. They understood though that they didn't have to accept Christ to receive the medical attention and stuff, but there's that thought of challenging people with the gospel, challenging them to make a decision, really made an impact on my thought process when I got back here, and it's been something that I've been thinking through and trying to see how I can best incorporate that into my life as I live each day, trying to share the gospel with different people. And you know, it's not a matter of going up to people's doors and knocking on their door, or just randomly talking to people. Those things are fine and good, but what I took away from it is my life, all of it, being lived in such a way that people, it's like one writer said, does it demand an answer? Does it demand an explanation? And the only explanation that I would be able to give somebody, if they were to want an explanation, would be Christ living through me. So that kind of has really impacted me over the last month and a half since we've been back, and it's something that I want to make a daily goal, is to live in such a way that the people who are around me want to know who Christ is, because of how I love on them and represent what Christ can do in a person's life.